them buckets or something, my damn self, but you know, it ain't that easy. I tried to do that, they ran me off. They like, nah, you know what I'm saying? We holding it down over here. You're gonna have to work your way up. I tried to do the little 3-wheel motion, little crip walk, little crip roll, you know what I'm saying? But they wasn't having it, you know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out a little something else, you know what I mean? I had to move it out, because next thing you know, they had me on 42nd and Post. There ain't nothing about to happen over there. I had to figure out something else, you know what I'm saying? Get on.
I feel like Michael in 06, I got my 2-3. Nigga play, you might just end up missing like a toothpick. Bitches hit my line, she in the feelings by my new bitch. I was eating noodles, now I'm going out the root Chris. Roll before the shelter, several days, I keep a boosted. Pockets fat, but I'm a skinny nigga like a toothpick.
This right here, gang shit, no lame shit. Brother cut his fingers off for trying to touch my chain, bitch. Hop up in the whip, you know I'm steady switching lanes, bitch. I can fuck the same bitch and still fuck your main bitch. This right here, gang shit.
Hope it play, cause I did whatever I say. A money maker selling pussy by the stack of day. I read it just because was the daughters of a picture. I used to fuck them up under the school jumping. Katrina loved this fat ass with nice tits. She fell off when I got sentenced to the 12 and 6. Knowing that Lynette, pussy used to get so wet. I hated fucking Monica, she couldn't take this dick. Now nigga, she about 4'9", that ass round. Used to fuck her from the back and hear that clapping sound. Olivia used to.
This guy fell in love with your blue eyes, but your life sees me. Shawty chemistry, baby, where'd you go? You up and left me like a ghost. And whoa, I don't wanna leave today. Every girl, my heart gon' start to break. Hear my voice is shakes, reminiscing all the times we had today. Holding on me slowly, I think about you daily. So shawty, yeah, you crazy. So shawty, you perfect for me. You were perfect, very perfect. Very hurting in the worst, like picture perfect.
With my iced out jump, that felt pretty rain. 2 girls on my motherfucking arm. Shit, this it ain't dead. These hoes just lazy. I put her ass on the track, she be in and out of cars like motherfucking trains. Folks better have my money. She better have my fucking cash. Fuck around and get slapped. And get a foot in the motherfucking ass. Shit, I'm a motherfucking pimp. Bitches calling me daddy. I'm like, ain't been the same since the day that she had me.
Looking for you. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. Yeah, I'm so searching. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for the one in my dreams, the one in my fantasies. What's telling me it's not reality. Niggas always like he call them pussy, but it be best I think needed a douche. I told him shut up and do what I ask. Don't make me mad, no I'm a brand. I'm tryna walk in the store just bad. Leave me that cap and these bitches be mad. My mama said she not feeling my swing. If she did this, she be doing this thing. And I need a milli, I need it now. I need it fast, fast, fast. We in LA, hop in the car, keep it a dash, dash, dash. Talking that shit, popping that shit. All of my bag, bag, bag. Niggas be mad me, but it's okay. Never your last for that chance. I need a milli.
Chilling and shit, writing raps, really trying to catch a feel on this bitch. And sometimes I feel like I'm trapped in this bitch. 4 walls can get out, it's caving in this bitch. And I don't fuck with social media. I think the media really just be trying to get everything they need from you, impersonating everything that you try to do. What happened to originality and being you? No, I'm not perfect, but I be working. I'm just trying to stack my money to the top like I'm trying to touch the surface. We wasn't working, I had to curb it, but I told her you can always.
Yeah, now you forevermore. Cause when I wake up in the morning, you the first thing I see. When I wake up in the morning, you the first one I think about. I don't know how I live without your love. When you're right down.
Some mood, or you gotta fuck it up, not the one who make the rules. Yeah. right. Let me see you do it left, do it right, do it left, do it right, do it left, do it right, do it left, do it right.
Saw me on Washington Street playing the drums on one of them buckets or something, my damn self, but you know, it ain't that easy. I tried to do that, they ran me off. They like, nah, you know what I'm saying, we holding it down over here, you're gonna have to work your way up. I tried to do the little three-wheel motion, little crip walk, little crip roll, you know what I'm saying, but they wasn't having it, you know what I'm saying, so I had to figure out a little something else, you know what I mean, I had to move it out, because next thing you know, they had me on 42nd and Post, so there ain't nothing about to happen over there. I had to figure out something else, you know what I'm saying? Get
I be Bruce Lee. I feel like Michael in 06, I got my 2-3. Nigga play, you might just end up missing like a toothpick. Bitches hit my line, she in the feelings by my new bitch. I was eating noodles, now I'm pouring out the root Chris. Focus for the service, server X, I keep it boosted. Pockets fat, but I'm a skinny nigga like a toothpick.
This right here, gang shit, no lame shit. Brother cut his fingers off for trying to touch my chain, bitch. Hop up in the whip, you know I'm steady switching lanes, bitch. I can fuck the same bitch and still fuck your main bitch. This right here, gang shit.
Hope it play, cause I did whatever I say. A money maker selling pussy by the stack day. Irene Jessica was the daughters of a picture. I used to fuck them up under the school gym bleachers. Katrina, none of this fat ass with nice teeth. She fell off when I got sentenced to the 12 through 6. Knowing there's a net, pussy used to get so wet. I hated fucking Monica, she couldn't take this dick. Now nigga, she about 4'9", that ass round. Used to fuck her from the back and hear that clapping sound. Olivia used to.
This guy fell in love with your blue eyes, but your life sees me. Shawty chemistry, baby, where'd you go? You up and left me like it goes. And whoa, I don't wanna leave today. Every girl, my heart gon' start to break. Hear my voice is shakes, reminiscing all the times we had today. Holding on me slowly, I think about you daily. So shawty, yeah, you crazy. So shawty, you perfect for me. You were perfect, very perfect. Very hurting in the worst way, picture perfect.
With my iced out chunk, that felt pretty rain. 2 girls on my motherfucking arm. Shit, if it ain't dead, these hoes just lazy. I put her ass on the track, she be in and out of cars like motherfucking trains. Folks better have my money, she better have my fucking cash. Fuck around and get slapped, and get a foot in a motherfucking ass. Shit, I'm a motherfucking pimp. Bitches calling me daddy. I'm like, ain't been the same since the day that she met me.
Some more, or you gotta fuck it up, not the one who make the rules. Left, right, let me see you do it. Left, do it, right, do it, left, do it, right, do it, left, do it, right, do it, left, do it, right.
Saw me on Washington Street playing the drums on one of them buckets or something, my damn self, but you know, it ain't that easy. I tried to do that, they ran me off. They like, nah, you know what I'm saying? We holding it down over here. You're gonna have to work your way up. I tried to do the little three-wheel motion, little crip walk, little crip roll, you know what I'm saying? But they wasn't having it, you know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out a little something else, you know what I mean? I had to move it out, because next thing you know, they had me on 42nd and Post. There ain't nothing about to happen over there. I had to figure out something else, you know what I'm saying?
Bruce Lee. I feel like Michael in 06, I got my 2-3. Nigga play, you might just end up missing like a tooth beat. Bitches hit my line, she in the feelings by my new bitch. I was eating noodles, now I'm going out the root Chris. Focus for the server, next I keep it boosted. Pockets fat, but I'm a skinny nigga like a toothpick.
This right here, gang shit, no lame shit. Brother cut his fingers off for trying to touch my chain, bitch. Hop up in the whip, you know I'm steady switching lanes, bitch. I can fuck the same bitch and still fuck your main bitch. This right here, gang shit.
Hope it play. Cause I did whatever I say. I'm money maker.
Man, I had 4 days off of work, and I swear to God, it felt like a day and a half.
Mm. I'm Aisha, the comedian.
Let's go.
Big body Isha, big Nana, not the little one in these motherfucking streets.
What up, no? It's your boy, comedian Mike Shaw, aka the Stolen Co-host, aka Mike Triple, aka Let's go! God damn it, it's Thursday. Your stinking ass. We on and popping, partner.
Yes, welcome to the Lifestyle Night Party Talk Show, streamed by Like Minds Entertainment out of Los
Yeah.
Angeles, California.
Let's
Woo
go.
woo. We on the 420 network. Surprise, nigga.
Be some Puff
Have
Daddy. No
have you
Puff.
ever hung
No
out with
Tiki.
us at a show? You know what we on. You know what we on and how we roll. This is the last show of the year.
May all your promises be forgot and all be bullshit.
Man, so
Word.
we got a lot coming up. Since we're on break from Illusions, reminder, we're on break and don't come to Illusions trying to do our open mic for us, because motherfucker, we
Monday.
said we ain't there.
Hey, you go up there Monday, them doors gonna be locked. They ain't
They
working
might
on New
be in
Year's.
there, but it ain't gonna be no open mic. I
Mike,
bet you
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely.
we will be there Sunday for the comedy brunch
What
with
did you think?
our homies, our funny homies. Hip City, we got Emmanuel Turner,
Actually.
have Pierre, the G Child Roadblock,
Mhm.
the Naptown soul singer. And
Let's
we ain't
go.
gonna, he's from Naptown, he hailed from Naptown, but he's kind of a national artist at this point. You could catch him singing anywhere, but yeah, we'll be on the show. Admission is free. I checked with Chris. Yes, they do have bottomless mimosas. Early arrival is suggested because we
Where's
have
that?
quite a few reservations for the brunch.
Oh,
So make
what's the admission for that thing, partner?
zero,
It's the
absolutely nothing.
free. The
It just,
free. It's the free.
here's what I thought. When I go to brunch, I go to another Broken Egg, I go to Metro Diner, I go to quite a few places, Illusion for brunch. Have you ever had to pay to get in brunch to buy some brunch?
In Atlanta. In
But we
Atlanta.
ain't in Atlanta, and it makes
You ain't in Atlanta.
absolutely no sense. So we start at 12 noon. We'll be done at 5. So it's an early little turn up. You could turn up with us, get something on your stomach before the real heavy duty drinking go on for New Year's Eve.
Facts.
Get you in and out of there, get you some entertainment. Y'all already know the vibes. We got Sounds by Cam in the mix,
That's
setting
a
the
fact.
vibe. We got the best bartenders, yummy ass food. So make sure that you have your buns in the building. And I'm
That's a fact.
convinced we're gonna put on a bomb ass show. I mean, we always do, but
We always do.
yeah,
That's a factor.
I try to rotate. Hopefully, if this does well, maybe we'll get to do a brunch once a month. And that'll be opportunities for other comedians that we work with. So we appreciate anybody that's planning to come out to support. Shout out to Mimi over at O'Day's Event Center. She made her reservation for a party at 6.
Let's go, Mimi.
Let me tell you what it means to me when we have people that we used to do shows at their venue and they come to where we're at now and they still support. So shout out to Nikki and Solo and Mimi
Shout out
and
to the
her
round. Shout out to
husband.
O'Days. Hell yeah.
Wherever we at, that's where they come and support. Shout out to O'Days. I know they're going to be having our homie Shucky Ducky and Hamburger. They'll be over there on the 30th.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Is that Saturday?
Saturday. Yep.
30th,
Scooby's hosting the show. Our girl Nadine's on the show. I believe Amber James is hosting.
Co-hosting. Yep. Shout out to Miss Amber James. She's
them our people. And so, they think everybody in comedy don't get along and be beefing and competing. No, not the higher ups, not the people.
Not the niggas that's moving around. Nah.
Hell no. We hold each other down.
Yeah. It's a lot of fuckonery and foolery going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So shout out to everybody that support us and what we do. Shout out to Chris and Illusions, the bar staff there. Shout out to the Good Spot and the staff there. Bree.
For the Good Spot.
We appreciate y'all for hooking us up and looking out. And that's another thing too, when you can pay something to some of these artists and the place ain't charging no admission, that goes to show you the faith that the place has in the people that come in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you can do stuff like go to a brunch and they're not charging to get in, if you go to a show and you get a full-fledged show and you don't have to pay to walk in that place or pay to park, those are places that you want to go and frequent and check out because you can save some of your money. That money that you be paying to come in there, get that to the as a tip. A lot of times people just don't be knowing how to go about doing that type of stuff. So shout out to those places, man, that show us love and let us come in every weekend and put on good shows. And they always giving us good reviews and good feedback. So shout out to them places and the people that support us. Hell yeah, it's 2024 coming up, man. Foot's on the gas right now.
Yeah, especially Illusions. We've been there 2 years straight now, and we appreciate all businesses, but we really appreciate Black business. So shout out to the Good Spot and Illusions, Black business.
Right.
Putting on for the city, allowing us to provide opportunities. We ain't gonna pay y'all. Don't come in there asking for no $250 for no show. That's not in the budget. But we will give you a couple of dollars. We want y'all to have a tight pay. We want you to have a little gas in your car when you come over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to be able to afford a drink when you coming to perform. So, we comics. We try to do shows and format our shit to benefit the talented people that are coming to work with us. And so Friday at the Good Spot, everybody been like, how can I get on at the Good Spot? How can I get on at the Good Spot? Come to that open mic Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no weekend open mics. It's free admission. Come in there, spit your shit, same old rules. sign up by 9:30. You're gonna get your little 5 minutes, and if you do good, we're gonna put you on the show at the good spot. Period.
Right.
Everybody has
So
an opportunity.
this is
So
pretty much an audition. This is an audition to come back to do your thing at the good spot for a paid night. So and the thing about it is what we paying to perform there, white spots are paying the same amount for you to come and perform at their spots.
or
So don't be
less.
thinking or less. So don't be thinking that you're gonna go out here and get these millions of dollars because everybody ain't paying no hundreds of dollars for you to come out and do some shows. For a few minutes, they got a few dollars, and sometimes you got to take that for the exposure to build that relationship and to sustain that relationship. Sometimes you got to do those. So, and the opportunity is given, man. Like you said, partner, we give an opportunity, and we just want people to take advantage of that opportunity. You got a lot of people that's moving way too fast in this business in this city,
Ooh.
and it's looking real sloppy. A lot of people looking real. I understand people want that overnight success, but you looking sloppy out here.
Mhm.
And a lot of guys, a lot of women need to tighten up what they doing and
Well,
understand what you're doing. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here getting agents and shit. I ain't never seen them make two people laugh. But you got an agent. There's too many people out here talking about that. And it's like, hey, get your funny on, get your 5 minutes, your 10 minutes, your 15 minute, your 20 minute together. Then you get an agent. You can't be getting no agent, goddamn it, and you still hearing crickets. Like it's a lot of people moving like that. And it's like you're gonna be wasting your time. Get your talent up, then you get your business up. You can't get your business up and you ain't got no talent. It's a goddamn shame. And there's too many people doing that and they watering down what we doing out here.
that's
So
a fact.
going to other
Like
cities
I
and
think
shit.
I think it's lack of knowledge too. Like, me and you, we went and we paid some money. We went to the Comics Rock convention. Shit, they set us down and cussed us out for about 2 hours,
That's a
telling
fact.
us all the bullshit.
That's a fact.
Y'all
But
need
we
to
paid
quit
our dues.
telling
We
these
paid our
folks wrong.
dues. A
Let me
lot of
tell you
people
one
ain't
thing.
paid their dues. And
Yeah,
that's the problem. Is 2 years ain't long enough. 2 years
it
ain't long
depends
enough.
on where you are. I think like now you got people that if they get enough followers on social media, they
They
ain't
think
gotta go
they
through the regular shit. You got the Charleston Whites and the TIs that's cutting the line and coming on through. But here's what I learned. So somebody said to me, so an agent or a manager, they get 20% of what you make. So if you ain't making nothing, what is 20% of zero?
right. You in the hole because they're gonna be expecting something when something come in.
I had a manager before, and we got Pierre, we got Hassan on here. We could talk about it because me and Pierre, we used to be managed by the same person back in the day. So part of having a manager, there's a difference between a manager and a booking agent. A
Facts.
manager manages, so they make sure you got the right clothes on. They make sure that you got a PR person if necessary. They talk to people behind the scenes, things like that. A booking agent, that's what people are really looking for and don't even know the terminology to say. That needs to be somebody that already has comedy connections, that already got people that can call and
And get
say,
on stages.
hey,
That's a fact.
I got this talented person. Can you put them on a show? As far as being in Indianapolis, there aren't many of those, and there are talent agencies. I don't know if there's maybe one that's headquartered out of Indianapolis, but you have to apply to even get with them. And then, like anybody in business, okay, so if you get a certain percentage of what you make, like let's say I'm managing you, Mike Shaw, and you
Mhm.
make $100 a month. So I gotta manage you all month to make $20.
$20 a month.
Fuck that. Not finna do it. You see what I'm saying? So it makes no sense. So I think it's lack of knowledge. People they know they want to get shows and they want to speed things along, and you can have assistants. They
Mhm.
might not necessarily be a manager or an agent, but they might be somebody that can scan the internet or start hitting up people on Facebook or do some
Mhm.
research to get you some shows. But you gotta have something to manage first. That's the big part about that. And I think a lot of people just don't know. I don't think they're arrogant or nothing. They just know they want a bunch of shows and that's what they hear and they see on TV. So they say the
Mhm.
shit.
Mhm.
So
And
that's
that's
where we
crazy.
come in. That's
Yeah.
why we have Margarita Mondays. If you want to know, ask us. Hell, we got pretty much 20 years in the business between me and you.
Between the two of us, that is a fact.
Yeah, yep. And I don't have a manager because guess what about managers? So let's say I say all my shows, I want to make at least 250 a show. Well, now I got a manager that wants 20%. My shows ain't 250 no more.
Right.
He might start telling people I want 5. Guess what? If you ask me and Mike Shaw to book you on a show for 500, guess what we gonna say? Hell no, the budget's 250. We about to go get the
The
250
budget is
people. So
250.
yeah, so sometimes having a manager might cut you out of doing certain shows. You're gonna
Right.
get better shows, better paying shows, but you're gonna miss out on some shows because now you're trying to get yourself paid plus another employee.
And at
So
this
that's
and at
just a
this
little
point,
something. Hmm.
if you are starting out and you want to get more shows and you got somebody in your life that is real good at research, finding different shit that could possibly get you shows, don't hire that person. Have that person do the shit for you out of love, right?
Yeah,
Because you ain't doing shit. If you ain't doing shit, help me the fuck out if this is a talent you have. Now, when the money starts coming in, me as the person, I need to make sure that I take care of you for what you've done and what you're going to continue to do. But when people start coming into your life and you're still doing open mics and not really doing big show performances, I don't want to have somebody on a payroll and I'm not getting paid. Find you
that's a
some like
fact.
like that's why I always say about building a team, partners. When you build a team and you come up with people, can't nobody get over on nobody when we all coming through this shit together. If you already got 10 years in the game and you've been fucking people over for 10 years, I'm just gonna be the next person to get fucked. No, I want somebody that I know, that I trust. You got my best interest at heart. Hey, I want to see you succeed. I'm gonna do this. Cool. Guess what? I was watching, I'm gonna say this real quick. I know we got an interview. I was watching
Mhm.
Rich Paul, who is LeBron James' agent. He co-owns Clutch Sports with LeBron James. And he said when he first met LeBron James, he was just doing little shit for him. You know what I'm saying? Just looking out. He never asked him for no money or nothing. He said LeBron James called him over to the house. He came over to the house. He said, "Hey man, I'm gonna put you on payroll." He said,
Mhm.
"What? Like what for?" He said, "Man, you've been looking out for me, and you didn't ask me for a dime." He said, "But I need to make sure I take care of you." And
But
he
he's
put that
making
man
enough
on
money to
payroll.
get somebody on the payroll.
Yeah,
Me and my
yeah,
little two
definitely.
fifty and $500 and $600 shows, that's finna go on the rent. So I gotta get out here and get my shows my motherfucking self. I don't
That's a
got no
fact.
$60 to get nobody to find me no show when I could have got on Google and found that shit my damn self.
Come
So
on.
I feel like even if you got somebody to help, you can give them $20 a show or whatever. But if they're coming to you talking about they want to manage you, they should already have those connections in place and
Yeah,
they should have some experience in the comedy business.
yeah.
They should know to tell you to have an EPK. They should know to tell you that you need business cards. They should know to tell you, hey, you only got a 5 minute set. And so many places I'm gonna be able to get you
Get
to
you on in
perform at
5 minutes.
with a
That's a
five
fact.
minute set. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of what the manager should know. So you have to be careful on people that are preying on brand new performers as well.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to you, partner, in the holiday party that you had at the Meridian Event Center. Woo woo.
Hey, thank you for being my bartender partner. I appreciate you.
No problem. DJ Remy, he came and did his thing. That
That's
was
a fact.
definitely some lit shit.
That's a fact. Shout out to Cogena's, my caterers for the evening. They really hooked me up. Shout out to Nisha and Granny. They helped out a tremendous deal too. Shout out to my son for being my doorman again. Shout out to
Mhm.
Sean for being security. You know what I mean? Miss
From
Shannon,
another venue that still
boy.
supports us.
So yeah, shout out to everybody, man, that be trying to support us and do and just be there for us because they understand what we do. Oh shit. Shout out, man, to Brian Miller. B he owns the Black Label out on Lafayette Road.
Mm-hmm.
He had put up a thing yesterday, earlier today about he was wanting to shoot a commercial for his shop. And he was like, I need somebody with humor, do do do. So all these people replied, and I replied, and he was like, yeah, and he inboxed me and he sent me his number. So I called him. He was like, hey man, I really want you to be in this joint. So I was like, bet. So I'm gonna go see B tomorrow. Uh
That's what's up. That's
yeah,
what's
yeah. So shout
happening.
out to B. I fucks with B the long way. That is my dude. So
And
So
he
hopefully,
supported us
fingers
on
crossed, man,
social
your boy will
media.
be on the commercial here real soon doing this thing. So yeah.
That's what's happening. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna get to the interview, but I was doing like a rollback of what we've done this year. 7 states.
Ooh.
7 states that we done told some jokes in this year.
Talk about moving shit.
Yep, 7.
Moving around.
I mean, it's easy to do. It's a lot within 2 hours around Indiana,
Mm-hmm.
Illinois, Michigan, Kentucky,
Ohio.
Ohio. Yeah, that's easy to do. That's easy to do.
You know,
So, shout out to that Margarita Monday. So we only banned a whopping 2 people this year. Shout
yeah.
out to that it was only 2 people. If you don't know how to behave, we will give you the old heave ho. We'll give
Yeah.
you a heart to heart first.
But you know when you stand on certain principles in your business, and you don't waver, and you don't waver with your character and who you are as a business, you can require certain things and certain types of respect.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of people that get into our business don't get. They think that they have to be shock factor and shock value and all this other bullshit. And to be honest, a lot of these people who say that they're comedians are really just influenced off of what they've seen people do. A lot of these people aren't genuinely funny. They've gone to a
Plain
comedy
Andrew Dice
show and they've
Clay.
said, I can do that. And then you've gone and performed and you can't really do that. And so it's like, I don't like that. If people haven't been telling you, man, you funny as fuck, and I'm telling you people outside of your family, if people in your lifetime have not said, man, you need to be a comedian,
Yeah.
you should not be touching the stage. I've heard that all my goddamn life. The chick
Yeah.
that came to Flavor Fridays last Friday.
Your coworker.
I've worked with this girl 2 years. I probably had a handful of conversations with her. I'm talking to this guy at work. We joking around. This motherfucker's busting a gut. And she was like, oh, you need to be a comedian. Dude was like, yeah, he does do comedy. She was like, oh, for real? We became Facebook friends on Wednesday. Friday, she came to the show.
Bam.
And I was like, wow. So, sitting up there just doing my shit, she was like, man, you are really funny. And I was like, thank you. You know what I mean? But I've heard that all my life. And it's not some shit that I do for attention. When it's genuinely your personality and you meet people, partner, who is genuinely their personality to be funny, where you have just had a conversation and you can't fucking stop laughing, or you just be laughing during the conversation. These are people that you recognize genuinely, like, this motherfucker needs to be on the stage. This
And
person
most
needs
of
to
them I know a lot of people like that. They scared to get on
get
stage.
scared to get on stage.
I know a lot of
You
funny
fight 12
people.
people in the club, won't get on stage to make a motherfucker laugh.
And which is another reason why you shouldn't get up there and get to heckling, because it might be somebody in the crowd that's funnier than your ass. What
That's
you
a
gonna
fact.
do when they get up and get to saying something and they take over your whole set? Now you up there looking stupid.
That's
Go
a,
up there
oh
with
my
some
God.
damn jokes.
Can't get back. You can't fight
But
back.
I digress. We have guests tonight.
Yes,
We
we
have
do.
guests
Yeah,
tonight.
that's a great goose
Uh,
stop. I see you, brother.
our very first guest, we met him doing Margarita Mondays. He came out, and very first time I saw him, I was like, okay, yeah, this is good. This is some good shit. And what stuck with me, everybody got a good set the first time. There's some second and thirds. Can you be consistent
Mm-hmm.
and can you keep going? Well, he came to me and said, um, I'm gonna do this same set again. I got a 5 minutes that I'm working on and I'm polishing out my set. I was like, oh, somebody is picking up what we're putting down. Look at this shit right here. It's almost like when your kids be like, you know what, mama, I am gonna go to college. You be like, yes,
You
yes.
listen. You listen, nigga. You listen.
Yeah, so being funny is one thing, but picking up the craft and things that are gonna make you a lifelong comedian, that's a whole different ball game. So welcome
Right.
to the Lifestyle Night Party. You can take them off mute now, Kiki. Hassan Mason.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing the robot force and aging yourself. They might have thought you was a young dude. Now you done came on here doing the robot.
Y'all already know. I told you I'm gonna do my drunk uncle dances so I can embarrass the kids during the holidays and everything. So I keep doing it. That's why I'm on.
Okay. Well, welcome. Very first question. How long have you been telling jokes?
Well, I've been telling jokes ever since I could speak. So, just like he was saying, you know what? He really, again, you guys vicariously lift me up and saying that if no one told you that you should be on stage, you shouldn't even be doing it. I've been hearing that forever and ever. And I was always like, you know what? I'm not going to have no pipe dream to thinking I can go do what, these people do on TV. Yeah, sometimes I'm fun at parties or whatever, but this and that. But I think I got it, and I appreciate that. So, now as far as actually being on the set, it's been about 4 months since I actually started doing this. So I'm really honored to be here that you guys are interviewing me.
Dope shit. Yeah, because I remember I know shout out to Ron B.
He's here.
Okay, what up, Ron?
Right on.
Mike. What's up, bro? I used to work with Ron's wife. We worked for years at the Return Center. And when we go up to karaoke, and I always talk to Ron every time I see him, and he was like, "Man, I got this buddy, man. He's funny as shit, man. You got to see him. You got to meet him." And he introduced me to you. And when you was like, and when I told you, see, people ask us this shit all the time, and we'll give them, yeah, we do this open mic on Monday. Yeah, come check us out. 9 times out of 10, we won't see him. But I saw you, and I don't even think it was karaoke. I think it was like on a different night. It was like a Friday or Saturday. I saw you at the spot. And I was like, yeah, on Monday, come check us out. And you came on Monday and you did your shit. And we was like, oh, okay, yeah, this dude from the spot. You know what I mean? So that was cool that Ron had suggested you and he bigged you up. Like Ron was this nigga here. Right. And when you came and you did your thing, I was like, man, this motherfucker is doing it. He's nice. And you do different shit. You know what I mean? You do. You kind of like me, where you can touch different sides of the spectrum. A lot of people that do comedy are so one-sided that when they do their stuff, like once you really get into it and you start to notice your crowd, one thing that I make sure that I do when I'm at a spot, when I walk in, is I observe the crowd. I want to see that. I want to see what I'm dealing with. Right. I want to see if I hear a little conversation, I hear different people talking about shit. Like once you observe the crowd, that right there, if you get there early enough, can give you an extra 10 minutes worth of material.
Right. That one day changed my whole set at Margarita Mondays. I came in there because everybody kept talking about Sexy Red. And I was just like, what? I said, I've been writing stuff about her, but I said I wasn't ready to do it because people weren't familiar with me or this and that. I just got on up there and I kind of improv and did it and stuff. The crowd was responding so good that they wrote the joke.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, man. When you perform the way you perform in the crowd, that we try to have people as who we have. When you throw certain shit, you want your crowd and your attendance to be in a certain type of a, you know what I mean, certain type of headspace, where they're paying attention to what's going on, and they pay attention to what's going on. If you steal a joke, these motherfuckers will know, like that type of shit. Like they pay attention like that. But your attention to detail in your jokes is like, okay, this is your lane. You know what I mean? And you can see lanes. You definitely got a lane where you're kind of in your own lane, and you're funny as shit too. So,
and if you got a fun personality, the comedy is gonna come. You know, you got to have a fun, lit personality. If you got that, that's half the way of being a comic. You know, you can't be all boring and quiet. Now, me, I am kind of chill. If I don't really do a show, I don't really talk much. I ain't got nothing to say because in my mind, I'm going over my set. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say don't keep on talking to me because I'm working right now.
That's
on stage. Then I'm talking.
Definitely.
I only had to tell
that part right there.
I only had to tell one person that, yo, man, if I was just like, man, shut up, you're talking too much. But anyway, I'm kind of like you, but I'm also Aisha, a little bit different. I listen to what they're saying and this and that. And when I got up there and that whatever night it was, I don't remember. It was at a Margarita Monday, and I did some sexy red jokes. To be honest with you, I kind of don't remember exactly what I said because it was straight improv. But when I was talking to them, they were into it and stuff, and I was like, "What if I want to be the sexy red of comedy?" And someone was like, "Yeah," and someone was like, "Oh hell no!" So go for me.
Yeah, because we don't want to know if your booty hole brown, Hassan. We don't. Cool off that. So it depends on what you talking about.
Hey, I got a sexy red imitation walk though. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, well, I know when Jesus come back, the head with a piece of brimstone first, because she wretched, you know.
So how long was you sitting at home thinking, I'm gonna be a comedian, I'm gonna go on stage, I'm gonna tell some jokes? How long was you doing that before you actually got on stage?
You know, I would say that was probably that was some years. I got to admit to that, because here's what I did. I have this journal that I keep with me, and I'm either going to document something that I think is funny in my journal or on my phone some kind of way. And right now, when I go back and I look at that journal, it's at least 5 or 6 years old. And I was thinking about it. And then finally, Ron said something to you, Mike, and we where we saw each other. I remember where it was. It was OB's and it was on a Wednesday. Yeah. Now, I was talking to you and I said, look, man, I said, I know you're the MC. I said, I'm just going to tell you a couple of jokes. I will never normally do this. And I told you a couple of jokes. You actually laughed. I said, okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. And like I said, I came to that Monday, and right now my job has got me missing those Mondays, but I got to be honest, I am missing those Margarita Mondays. I'm going to take a day off. I'm coming and do a set.
That's what's up, because I know people that start with us, we've started off a lot of comedians' careers. They started their first time, and a lot of them are doing their own shows or they get booked, and they say all the time, I got to come home. I got to come home where I started from and come do my jokes. And I'm like, yeah, come on through. They never get too big to come back to where they started from. So, yeah, I love what I do. So who are your comedic influences? Like, who do you watch and you like, yeah, this makes me want to do comedy. I'm going to tell jokes like this person.
Okay, so earlier, both of y'all kind of mentioned, one of y'all, I don't know for sure who it was, mentioned something. And, I ain't got no issue with nobody thinking how old I am. But like you say, people misjudge my age. I got 6 grandkids and people think I'm 40-something years old, but I'm not. I'm over 60 years old. So the people that I listen to, some of these people really don't even know the comedic icons that they are, because I listen to Red Fox and Richard Pryor and Bill Cosby taught me how to do he taught me how to do clean comedy. One of the questions
you the master of a clean set, that Bill Cosby. Ain't nobody messing with him yet.
Look, Aisha, one of the days you were actually checking me and whatever and saying, and I was the one that came to you and said, I'm gonna refine my set. But when you asked me, you said, have you done a clean set yet? And I was just like, you know what? I actually have. But it was a check. I had to be prepared, because what if somebody from church said, I heard you was funny? I can't go tell a lot of the jokes that y'all heard me tell at church.
That's the difference between getting all the money and some of the money.
Get it all.
Had private shows and they was like, yeah, y'all can cuss, come on, do what you gotta do. And we got there and they like, my pastor brought his mother, can y'all not cuss? We had to switch over that fast to a clean set. So quick. That's between some of the money and all the money.
Well, let me tell you why I feel good about that. Some of the material that I did naturally literally had no cussing in it. It was just funny because it was funny, or I thought it was funny. Let me put it this way. If something makes me laugh, I think it'll make somebody else laugh. And some of the things I did, it's not necessary for me to use profanity. They were just naturally funny at life. So, that's what I try to do.
I feel that, because I feel like doing clean comedy is easy. I'm funny at work. I work at home. We do these little Zoom meetings. You say something, the wrong thing, I'm going to crack a joke real quick. They know
what the guy is coming.
Yeah, we talk about insurance during the day, but if you say something or you looking funny on the Zoom chat, I might say something. They like, here go the comedian. I'm like, yeah, because that's what I do. So when you funny everywhere. You can't cuss at work. You can't be like, oh, that bitch sexy red. No, you can't say that, but you can throw in a joke and not cuss. You
This
can
what I
be grandmother and make her laugh and not cuss her out. So yeah.
this what I tell everybody. I made up a term and y'all can use it. I said, you better not do nothing funny around me because I'm gonna joke rape you and I'm gonna take you and put you on stage. You know?
Let me write that down. Don't say nothing funny in front of Hassan. He is a joke.
Joke rapist.
Before it's a joke, and then you can't say I stole it.
Oh
He's
my God.
He's the Diddy of comedy. Take that.
Yeah,
Take that.
Make me a robot in front of y'all right now. I'll do it.
Oh my God.
Okay, so what are your comedy goals? Like, do you see yourself just as a stand-up comedian on stage? Do you want to do movies? Like, what are your goals? You only got 4 months, so what would you like to do?
Okay, so here's something I always knew when I was younger and people were telling me that I should do comedy or this and that. I would be watching the sketch comedy and things and this and that, and I could easily be a writer for any comedy show that's out there that needs a sketch put together. You know, funny too because my mother's from Kentucky, and all my cousins is all country, and people be like, "You talk proper," and I'd be like, "Why wouldn't I?" But I know that I could be a comic writer too, as well as perform on stage. So, if I ever get an opportunity to be a ghost writer or a sketch writer for somebody, I think if, I make my mark in there and people realize, that I have, and I appreciate what you guys said, talent, that I can take it and I can excel it to a different level and a different aspect and open my mind to do whatever it is that they need to do in comedy.
And you are articulate, so I can definitely see you doing that. That's what's up. That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
That's a hard thing to live with as a guy, man. Because even me, you get guys give you shit for being able to speak. You know what I mean? It's just like, and it's our culture, you know what I'm saying, where we shit on you for being smart, your Uncle Tom for having a brain, that type of weird ass shit. But one thing, I'd never let that shit fade. When I first moved here, man, my accent was so thick. I'm from New Orleans, so my accent was so stupid thick. Man, my cousins, shout out to Jimmy Love and Johnny Love. These motherfuckers, like we always been a joking family. But when motherfucker joke your accent out of you, because every time you see them, they hitting you with the shit. God damn, I got to get my accent gone. This accent got to leave, man. It was family. It wasn't people. It was the family. Man, what the fuck you say, man? Say that shit again. And this your cousins. You like, God damn, these niggas is killing me right now.
I think Cousins is the first platform that you have for being a comedian. That's where you can learn how to roast and all of that, because it's gonna be your family on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell everybody, I said, y'all got me misconstrued. I said, I'm a nerd that'll pistol whip you. You have no idea just because I talk proper. Don't mean I'm gonna pistol. I might take you a second too. Better watch out.
So I was a fat kid, so
you better take this nerd shit. You better take this proper shit.
I was like, keep on calling me fat. I got a joke for y'all ass. I'm about to tear your soul down to the ground, calling me fat. You got that one joke about me. I'm fat, but I'm about to talk about your mama. I'm gonna get on your teeth. I'm talking about your ears. So yeah, like I think most people are groomed for being comedians. It don't just happen out of nowhere. You kind of set up for it, and then the opportunity kind of presents itself. Because I never thought I'd be a comedian. Somebody dared to do an open mic, and I've been on their ass ever since. I ain't never put it down since then. So let's see. You have some shows coming up. Tell me what you got coming up.
I do. Okay, so January the 11th, Thursday, 8 o'clock. I'm gonna be doing Crackers. So if anybody's available, anybody that's seen my shows and stuff, and I have to tell you this too, the other performers that are there at open mic that don't necessarily do comedy and do other things are very supportive. Again, one of the performers that were there one time after the show, they were just like, "Man, that was a good show and stuff." And I was like, "Thank you." This and that, and she made a comment. She was just like, "Yeah, you were on stage. I didn't want you to get off stage and stuff." And I was like, "Yes." I said, "Well, we all get our time, but I said I appreciate that." So, you know, but I'm doing.
You respect the time. Hallelujah.
Swear to God.
We love a comic. So that's how I know you're going to go far. When you said hey, I'm going to do that same 5 minutes again. I'm working on polishing my 5 minutes. I'm like, he only got 4 months in the game. How he know this already?
Don't cost him the
It's a few things that you're saying. And I'm like, yeah, he's definitely going to go far. And me and Mike, we don't make a dime for Margarita Mondays. We do that for the love, for the culture. And that's our payback. When we see people coming out being successful, we make jokes. We'd be like, we're going to sign y'all to Pretty Funny Entertainment. We're going to get y'all a 360 deal like Drewski. But I love it. I love it.
Connect. January the 11th, I'm going to be at Crackers somewhere, but the show starts at 8 o'clock. So that's my first. You already know Crackers is a comedy icon. They was all fancy and made me send the email and everything. And I saw a couple of people that had been at Margarita Mondays when I went to go there the first time. So you're producing people and sending people to get to the next level of this and that. So anybody that's available, anybody out there watching me, January 11th, Crackers, that's my next set that y'all gonna see me.
And that's what we do it for, so y'all can network. Because if you come to Margarita Mondays and you don't meet no other comics or get booked for other shows, you probably be stuck. Because I mean, it's every time it's about 4 or 5 people that are putting on their own shows that are there, and they didn't start out that way. So, you know, I personally feel. I feel like you should be polishing your comedy career and your set before you start producing a show. But if that's what you want to do, some people are better at producing shows than they are being on stage. That's their niche. They might be a host. Yeah, and host will make you better as a comic too. So I don't know.
Can I ask a question? I'm gonna ask for y'all expertise. You know, I appreciate everything that y'all have done to lift me up and say everything. From what you've seen, what can I do better right now?
You can't do anything better. Just be consistent. Keep doing what you're doing. There's nothing that you need to improve on. And then, you know, like I've told everybody, jump in that Indianapolis comedians group. It's people that post in there, hey, I got a show such and such. I'm looking for a few people. I've seen Helium say, hey, it's a bucket show. We don't need no email. Just come down here tonight on that certain night. So you just have to be in the right place at the right time and follow and be where comedy is. Keep networking, keep, you know, stay in touch with other comedians. Like I don't really even follow no regular people. If you're not booking shows or you're not in entertainment, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to the bag. So like I follow comedians, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm interested in. I want to see what they posting and just be catching people's posts. You know, people need comics all the time. So just be consistent, keep working on your 5 minutes. And when you get your 5 minutes down, all right, work on your 10 minutes. Okay, work on your 15 minutes. And the next thing you know, you'll be headlining shows. You don't need no manager. People coming to find you. So what you gonna pay somebody for?
All right. Thank you much. I appreciate that.
You do need friends. You do need a team. Like I got a team. I can't do no makeup. My daughter do my makeup for me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'll babysit the baby. I ain't paying her ass nothing, but I'll watch the grandbaby one time for my makeup.
Barter system like a motherfucker. Barter.
I'm about to learn how somebody did. You know, sorry. I'll work on that later.
I mean, like, but if you got friends that want to help you, you might got a female in your life and she on computers all the time. Bitch, get on Google and find these clubs and find the email where I send my material to so I can get a club. And then
it like that. And say it like that too. Hey, bitch, get on the computer and find me some shit. That's how you let her know you standing on business. Bitch, get on the computer. Look up some shit.
We don't like no soft mouth. You gotta say be standing on business when you say it.
Yeah. Bitch, being something.
I heard that. All right, I appreciate y'all.
A lot of perks that come with comedy. Like I got little boyfriends and stuff that used to follow me around, a husband. I'm like, shit, you're gonna get some free drinks, you're gonna get to be behind stage, you're gonna get to meet some celebrities and shit you seen on TV, and you get to sleep with me at the end of the night. That's the motherfucking I'm just telling you how to run your shit. You know what I'm saying? Until you get your bag up.
I was like, oh God, how can I meet Aisha?
Don't do that. Don't do that. My extra regular ass. All I can tell you is how to get started. Shit, I ain't made it big myself, but I can tell you how to get the ball rolling. That's for sure.
Y'all doing good. I appreciate y'all. I can't tell y'all lifted me up, and y'all are keeping me where I need to be focused. I appreciate y'all much.
One more question. How can people follow you on social media?
Okay, so because I'm so old, and I'm not going to say Lou.
Ain't nobody going on Black Planet to message you. Now, come on now.
I mean, come on now. Somebody can meet me on Black Planet. Maybe I got a little alternate thing I'm trying to do too. No. Here's the thing. I actually am going to get a chance to take advantage of this. My son actually owns a media company. So when I'm going to get with him, and I'm going to get me to put me on all the platforms and everything. Right now, you guys are my platform. You know, just because of when I was born, like I say, people think that I'm younger than I am. You know, I was born in the early 60s, and I don't care about Instagram.
Either shit. Inbox him on Facebook. Inbox Papa on Facebook. That's what he's trying to say.
Now I have to go ahead and get my Instagram going and get everybody to pay attention to what I'm doing and stuff, and I haven't been doing that. So right now they're going to follow me, but the way they used to do in the old-fashioned days. And if they come to my show, and everybody knows the best advertisement is word of mouth, they either heard about me or I don't. Now I am going to tell one story if I have time before I go. When I did a couple of the shows and y'all sent me down to the AMP to do the clean show, I did a clean show, and my former manager was on the bus, and somebody said, I remember you're the guy that was talking about with the guy that did the multiple sclerosis chicken. And she remembered my routine when I was talking about the weeks.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with social media or anything. And she recognized
there's a fan.
You know, so but I'm gonna get on all of the floor platforms that there are, you know, Instagram, of course, Facebook, and any of the others that people can follow. And the next time that y'all see me, I'm gonna have a TikTok video or something, or a compilation of something for y'all to say I did what I did, and I'm taking this as y'all's advice, because right now I can't tell them to follow me on Instagram because I've never posted on Instagram because I don't care.
Well, you can get you some views on Facebook. You Hassan Mason on Facebook. Jump in the motherfucking stories, make your reels, because Facebook pay just like the rest of them platforms. So that's
go find you some young bitches that TikTok all day.
I know.
You got 6 grandkids. I bet you one of them grandkids can run your social media for you.
My eldest grandkid, she's 15 years old. I know
she know everything.
Like this. TikTok Pawpaw. Come on to TikTok Pawpaw, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming on for the interview. Hang on, we're gonna interview Pierre, and then we're gonna talk about some topics, because I want to talk about power bottoms and shit.
But I'm staying on. I'm watching everything.
That's what's up.
Me too. All right, so go ahead.
We don't take no break. Coming up next, this is our homie, and as I said before, we did used to have the same manager. So when I knew Pierre the G Child Roadblock, this was before the Soul Singer stuff. That was just like another skill that he had. I knew Pierre the rapper, and it was professional Fat Boys, and I was like, Fat Boys, professional.
Here's the thing that lifted me. First of all,
I got about that. Coming to the stage, coming to the show. Welcome our homie Pierre. I should have said G-Child Roadblock.
Messing up my road name out here. I'm Roadblock.
He on mute, Kiki. Take Pierre off mute. Wait up. Yay! Welcome, Pierre. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on the show.
You got that singing voice on. Don't come on here talking like Barry White now.
Y'all gonna have a sidebar. Y'all gonna have a sidebar in a second.
No, after the show. After the show. But welcome. You're not the first singer that we interviewed, but the second, because the first one was Tamika Key. But
Yeah,
welcome to the Lifestyle Night Party Talk Show.
facts.
Me, I done made it to the night party. I done did the day party
Let,
already.
let's go.
I
Let's go.
know, right? All the changes. So, how long have you been doing music? I can't say singing. I'm going to say music.
I used to be a band geek. Ooh, my mom's raised me in the church choir, so I've been doing music forever. But legally, I've been doing music since '05.
Woo.
Legally.
Okay. So
Damn.
did you start off with the professional Fat Boys in '05, or were you like a solo entity?
I was a solo entity. And I always went by G Child Roadblock. And I released my first project straight out the truck, Chronicles of the Roadblock. I released in 2010. It didn't make it to on digital platforms. I was selling it straight out the truck. But I started out as a rap.
Sound like Master P.
Right. Mob Life Entertainment, my only brothers for life entertainment. And started out as a solo artist. And as everybody disbanded, me and my partner E-Dub, because E-Dub was a solo artist as well.
Okay.
We decided to team up, and we didn't have a name for a minute, but we was pushing the bigger is better movement. And one of our partners was like, "Man, I need a shirt. Can you put Professional Fat Boy on it?" And then we start calling ourselves the Professional Fat Boys. Bigger is better. So you see the tattoo, Fat Boy, professional on this side, So like you said, we was on the same team, I guess, because we had the same manager. And I give her props because she did. She got us moving. She got us buzzing, And from there, I did the rapping thing until I got seasoned. But I always been a singer at heart.
So when you started off solo, were you rapping and singing, a fusion of both, or which one was it?
I was Drake before Drake.
Okay.
Come on.
The R&B thug.
Right. I was Drake before Drake. It's even before Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? They just happened to get mainstream before me.
Damn.
So we go way, way back. We go back to the Silhouette days. I remember I had a Mother's Day show, and it was a lot of ladies there, and the Professional Fat Boys, they pulled up with pink roses for all the ladies. They had a gang of roses. I was like, they trying to get
that
all
night. These niggas was capturing panties.
They trying to get all the coochie up in this.
You stinky motherfucker, you be
Hey, that's marketing 101. You gotta leave an impression, you know what I'm saying?
Ah, shit.
I don't want to give you the wrong impression.
You sneaky. Hey, but that's the lick, man. Hold up. So when did you quit rapping and start singing?
Oh man, I done reached over the 40 club. And since I didn't make it mainstream, I started singing. My last rapping project was Bigger is Better. We put out in 2015, but then we put out two more EPs called I Rap I Sing. So I let my buddy rap, and then I started singing to transition over to the R&B.
Okay.
So as I'm doing the R&B, because I got a boatload of R&B songs.
Okay.
And my guy, one of the producers I work with frequently, Matt Big Beats Franklin, he said, "Man, you need to get into the blues. You need to do Southern Soul." I said, "Nah, man, I'm R&B, man. I got to do this." He was like, "Man, I got a song." He actually came up with In My Face.
Oh, don't put it in my face.
And then I wrote the lyrics to the song. He made the beat, I wrote the lyrics to the song, but it was off his concept.
Okay.
And
Big Beast is man, he's a man out here. He definitely has some talent for sure. We're gonna have to get him on the show as well.
so yeah,
Definitely.
and after I did that, and I performed it at OB's, and it's been like an East Side anthem.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
No,
fact.
it's a citywide anthem. We can't even isolate that to the east side because Illusions on the west side. They be like, where the singing dude at?
Hey,
They might not even
you
remember your
you
name, but
perform
they know
anywhere in
that.
the city and you don't perform that motherfucker, bitch is looking to fuck you up. I'm letting you know that now. I don't care if you performing one song, that's got to be the song, bro.
Except I don't like the
we
song about the baby daddy, baby mama song. I like the flow of it. It's a
what?
good song, but you be getting on our ass a little bit.
Mm.
My song "Sign Up."
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he
Uh,
got songs for the males and the females for sure.
Maintenance man.
yeah.
Maintenance man's
Um,
nice.
Yep, you got
It's called maintenance man, ain't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
Me and my
motherfucker.
guys, we were sitting in the shop one day and stuff, man. He was like, "Man, you need to make a song about us." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I think I am." And then I was like, "I'll fix you with a tune up." And I just came up with it. And then I sent the little voice recording. I sent the voice recording to Matt, and Matt made the beat for it and stuff. But then I went over there and laid down the chorus and came back and did the verses.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's dope shit.
So the professional fat boy isn't having a manager. That's why I only was married for 1 year. So one time I did follow the team and we went to Atlanta to do a show. That was like my first time doing something in Atlanta. I did an open mic while I was there, but we was there on behalf of Pierre and E-Dub. So they were
Mm.
doing the professional fat boys. They had a show and it was in a strip club. It was Dream Catchers. So it was basically like an open mic and they were on stage and the strippers were stripping while they was doing their shit.
Damn.
So like this has been a while ago. They was smoking weed in there and everything, and they came over and paid for me to get a dance, and they picked out a baddie. I was like, okay, I ain't gay. You know what I'm saying? I'm gay friendly, but
I'll take this lap dance though. I ain't gay, but I'll take this lap dance.
yeah, but they had a nice little red bone, and she came over and got to twerking, and they had gave me the money to tip. I was like, "Come on, hey, hey!" Like, bitch. Talked all type of shit when we got back to the hotel room. I'm like, if we in a strip club, of course I'm gonna get a dance from a stripper. What you expect? And I think we did something too. Y'all were at King of Diamonds. Wasn't that y'all at King of Diamonds up on the stage?
when we went to ATL, that was to support your local artist movement, and we
Mm-hmm.
teamed up with some people from New York.
Okay.
So I think we did Dreams. We did it was two more clubs and stuff. But we also came and checked out your comedy set too when we
Yeah,
was
that's
down there.
support partner. We wasn't at the Sweet Lounge, but Maurice Sims. It was a Maurice Sims show way back then that we
Yeah.
did, and
Yeah.
it was
But
fabulous.
that show at Dreamcatchers, they wouldn't let us film it. They wouldn't let us record it. And that was one of the best shows because they was like, man, we never had people come from up north do it like y'all do it down here
Yeah,
and
there was a
stuff,
whole
man.
lot of booty shaking going on out in there.
Right.
I remember my ex, he went to the ATM. He was like, let me get some more cash. How about the ATM started at $100? If you ain't getting out $100, get your ass on away from here.
Hell no.
And you had to pay $10 surcharge.
Damn.
Yep. But you could roll up weed at the table and enjoy yourself and live your best life in there. And then the one at King of Diamonds, that was really nice too, because like when you have a manager, that is what a manager does. She definitely got
Right.
y'all shows out of
She
town.
got us some shows from Michigan, on down to ATL. So I went back to my hometown, Detroit. We did shows there, Nashville, Tennessee, ATL. So Pinky had us on the road. She did her job. You know what I'm saying?
She did.
And I give her props. And then she moved down to ATL. But since me and my brother, we really family, man, we couldn't take off like we needed to take off because we got to take care of family first.
That is important. That's the foundation. So I understand that. That's kind of why I'm still here. My mama was here. So yeah, I understand that. Musically, like, who are your inspirations? Who did you sit back and watch sing as a kid and was like, I can do that?
As a kid, it was, the king of the 90s at that time was Brian McKnight. And then
you mean to his kids, we don't like him.
I'm originally from Detroit, so it's the Motown sound, you know what I'm saying? So we sat on the porch and we sang, you know what I'm saying, till I seen NWA. Then I was like, I gotta rap. My R&B influences, Tank, that's my guy, R. Kelly, Usher, anybody that sounds like a man singing.
I like that too. I don't like high pitched men. Like I don't really care for Usher. He sounds slightly feminine to me.
Who?
Usher. He hit too many high notes for me.
Well, we grew up with Usher. Usher is our age. You know what I'm saying?
He is, but I don't care for his singing like that. He be having some jams, but his voice a little too light, too falsetto.
But as he's gotten older, he's developed his falsetto a lot better.
Right.
But back in the you don't have to call. It's okay.
Right.
Girl.
His dance songs.
Yeah, but now he's going nowhere fast. That motherfucker, you know what I mean? But I'm with you on that because I've been fucking with Usher since Just Call Me a Mac. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm like you. I used to rap, and I used to write a lot of. I used to have notebooks and shit. I don't even know. Probably got half that shit now. But quirky titles, shit like that, unique shit is shit that I've always messed with. So even when you know what I'm saying, your songs, the way they're titled, I'm like, man, I low key want to do a song with you, bro. I low key, high key want to do a song with you. I'm not bullshit.
We need to have our own band. We need to sign him to Pretty Funny Entertainment for a 360 deal.
I'm telling y'all, we need to go ahead and put a group together called the Karaoke's and get out here and do it.
Right.
It is Stika Key that inspired me to want to get back to my singing chops. I did that when I was younger, and I put it down for sports, and then I went to comedy. But yeah, I sang when I was little, and I watched y'all. I'm like, I want to sing too.
Man.
So you had a big show with a Southern soul singer. It was at OJ with our girl Amber James. Who was that you did that show with?
Well, the first time it was J1. J1 came the first time, and my guy Jason Holland put me on the show. I actually reached out to Amber first, and she was like, "I'm just hosting, but I'm gonna give you the information to the guy that's bringing them down." So I reached out to Jason Holland, and then I sent him in my face. He was like, "Dude, I got to have you to come on the stage and open up and stuff." So I told him, I said, I come from an era where if you want the exposure, you got to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
So I don't mind paying for exposure. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of artists think you're supposed to get paid as soon as you come out with a CD with a marker on it and stuff. And it's like, you got to put in your work. You got to build up your fan base.
Mm-hmm.
But I reached out to Jason and I said, yo, man, I'll pay for a slot. He said, don't even worry about that. Just sell these tickets. He said, sell these tickets, get more people to come and you could perform. And
Yes.
that's what I did. And then the second time he brought back J1 and then LJ Eccles.
Okay.
So I followed he brought J1, LJ Eccles, and J Lake Soul. And them guys is good on the Southern Soul market. Right now, J1 and LJ Eccles, they touring with King George. So and King George done made a name for herself. So I'm trying to keep my name buzzing and stuff so I can jump on the bandwagon as well.
You went and put your demo down for show. Because I heard all type of good things. I wasn't at that show, but I got feedback and they was like, yeah, he came, he did his thing. And I'm like, duh, I know. I would expect nothing less, but
Yeah.
I'm glad that you out here moving around for show. So who's your dream team? If you could do a song, a duet, or do some music or tour with somebody, give me a couple of people, 2 or 3 that you would like to do some stuff with.
I got to go with Team Capricorn, and that's R. Kelly. Too bad he's in jail.
Boo,
Tank.
look, no, not girls.
R. Kelly, Tank, and Tyrese. Team Capricorn. My birthday is Saturday, so I'm a Capricorn too.
Hell yeah.
So-
Hell yeah. What you doing for your B-Day, bro?
He's gonna be at Illusions because that's his birthday weekend. Ow.
Working. So I'll be at Illusions on the 31st for the brunch.
For us. Yeah,
And then later on that night, I'll be at the Soulicious Soul Food event.
And so at Soulicious, did you know that you were requested? And so the
Sweet,
poet,
you told me.
the poet that came to the good spot,
the way you perform.
Miss T.
Miss T.
Miss T is the one that referred us for that show.
Sweet. Shout out to her.
So you never know, who you networking with, when we do these shows or whatever. But yeah, she's the one that put those names out there. And then we're going to follow up that, Tamika Key, the Tamika Key project will be at OB's. Hey, on Wednesdays and on the weekends after shows, that's pretty much where you can find us. We're going to go where some live music is, where it's low on the drama, where the drinks is strong and cheap and parking is free. That's the type of shit we do.
Right.
We don't reach the age. I go to clubs where I can put my coat on the back of the seat and ain't nobody gonna steal my coat and I can come back to my seat after I go do the wobble and shit like that. That's the type of clubs I go to at this age, you know what I'm saying? And then we hear G Child Roadblock, singing his song. So that's great. I appreciate that. Do you have any upcoming shows coming up?
Well, I just plugged those from the Illusions to Soulicious. I got the kickback with Lachey on the 10th of January.
Oh shit!
This is her.
I'll be there with you.
This is her 1 year anniversary for the kickback, and we're gonna be at the Ice Lounge, and I'm working on something in Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Okay.
So hopefully that can go through and stuff because I'm trying to introduce everybody to the Midwestern soul singer in the Southern soul genre.
Yeah.
So. But right now I'm still pumping my album I just put out a month ago called Reset, and it's getting numbers slowly. I just got to keep doing my work for everybody to tune in. I had to put out a body of work so somebody can say, this dude, because all I'm known for is my rap with the Professional Fat Boys. So I had to put out something, but I got enough music. To put out 3 more projects. So I don't know if I'm gonna do the Chris Brown thing and just do a single a month, or just put out all 3 albums like DMX. So
that's what I always tell people, man, especially when you starting out. If you can flood, because something's gonna catch.
Right.
If you can flood. You can put out 50 songs. If one of them songs catch and it starts going, people gonna start checking out them other songs. Something's going. When you fishing, nigga, you gonna have to keep throwing that reel in the lake. And if you got a bunch of reels, that's why niggas be fishing with 3-4 poles. They trying to
Right.
catch a fish when they can. So that's why I hate this. That's why I hate my musical past, because I had so much music, and either lost it or something. Like, I got old shit downstairs. I need to go through and see if I can find an old CD or something of my music, because other than that, I have no recordings of shit that I've done. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that
Which
was
sucks.
way back in the day before we had like SoundCloud and all that good stuff, right?
Right. Because shoot, man, the MySpace era. I wouldn't even switch over to Facebook until Facebook started promoting music. I was a
Okay.
MySpace bandit.
Yeah. Where you can upload your own and stuff like that.
I had a
Yeah.
couple
And
songs. I
then
had a couple
Is a
songs on
way where you
MySpace too.
can put your songs on TikTok and Reels for Facebook. Is it a way to put your songs on there too?
once you get your stuff out, because I distribute through TuneCore. But you got TuneCore, you got DistroKid, Universal Masters. Once they hit those platforms where you hitting iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube, and all that, it'll pick up on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So you can add my music to your reels.
Mm.
Just put in G Child or Roadblock, or you can put in the Professional Fat Boys, because that stuff
Oh,
is on there too. So
okay.
yeah,
That helps to know that. I didn't know that before today.
but you can also, I got this video maker on my phone called UCut.
Okay.
You can make your own videos, picture videos and stuff, and upload your own music, and then put that on TikTok and Instagram as well. And then it's your own original sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then people can use that sound in their videos too.
How do people follow you on social media? How do they stream your music? And then name off the
Uh,
ones that you get paid off of first.
YouTube. I'm streaming on everything. YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, on all of them. Just put in G Child the Roadblock. That's G dash CHILD THAROADBLOCK. And you'll pull it up. You can Google me. So you can
Okay.
put
So
me in the Google and it'll show you everywhere I'm at.
what's one of your biggest obstacles trying to get your music out there, being a Black man rapping and singing?
The biggest obstacle is that everybody wants you to have a following first,
Mm.
and it's building up your fan base.
Mm-hmm.
But while I can totally understand why Babyface or any local artist in their state really didn't mess with their state, because I got a concept is, if I'm gonna eat, we all gonna eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm from Detroit and I lived here long enough to be here from here too. So if I blow, guess what? Hey, we got a Neptown native, blah, 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 blah. G Child the Roadblock, can you come back? Of course, you want me to do something for the city, but it's hard to get the city to back you and push you. Indianapolis can be just as big as Texas, Atlanta, California, New York, if the people were just back, and that's including radio stations, anybody with a media platform, because when I drive to Tennessee, they playing nothing but locals in Nashville.
That's a
You know
fact
what I'm saying?
on everything. That's true.
When
That
you
is
go to
true.
Kentucky, to Louisville, they playing locals.
Well, let me
But here
ask
you
you
gotta
this.
get
Do you go, and I'm just thinking this might be pretty dope. Say you put 15, 20 songs on a USB and you go
mhm,
to another state and you go perform at an open mic or whatever they might call it. Do you do that? Because I would say if you do that, you can sell, that's your CD. People can plug the USB in the car. You sell that for 10
right.
bucks. Them little USBs can cost a little bit of nothing, you know, and that right there is a good,
Actually,
especially especially a spot where you know that they'll support it and you know you got good music.
Yeah.
So if you go
Well,
perform that shit, actually, go ahead.
actually, I haven't tried to sell music since I dropped my solo project, Chronicles of the Roadblock. You see this? I'm gonna move out of the camera way. So basically, I got my flyer. I got a QR code. You scan that QR code, and it'll pull up my album. Just stream it. You know what I'm saying? Because the way artists get paid, yeah, you get paid off of sales, but you get paid off of shows more so. So
Right.
just book me for shows.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And we do. We do. Anytime we
Just
need
book me for the shows. So when I go to places, these what you're gonna see on the table, on your car window, all that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna scan that QR code. It's gonna reach somebody.
Yeah.
Well, before we
I
get
like
to
the aspect of like even when we go out of town and perform, even if I'm not on the show, if I could go, I'll go. But people in other cities, it's cool for them to stream your stuff, but they need to see you. They need to see you perform. I can scan whatever. If I go somewhere and I see somebody performing, I've never seen them perform before. There's a dude, he's a drummer, badass drummer. His name is Aaron Smith. He performs for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And we did that Seersucker show where Rashiri performed and
and it
Kendrick.
was Joe Torre and all of them.
Yeah. And he was such a badass drummer. I had to walk up to this nigga and say something to him. And I ain't that type of nigga. Like, you know, you go to shows, all drummers drum. You know what I'm saying? And I was in
Right.
band. I've done music my whole life. But watching this nigga do his shit, I went up and, bro, like, you nice. You know, got his information. We Facebook friends. But I
You're right.
saw him, and if I wouldn't have never seen him, I wouldn't have never known he was a badass drummer. But I'm just saying, going to some of these other cities and performing at whatever night they got, I think that would be dope for what you do because, like you said, some of those places support their locals and support people that ain't mainstream. And if they got the feel of Pierre, if they got the feel of you nigga performing right there in front of them in a Tennessee or Ohio, you know what I'm saying? They, oh, I like this dude. Hey, I'm selling USBs, $10. I got 15 songs, however. Oh shit, let's do it. You know, it's that groundwork. A lot of times nowadays you still got to do that groundwork. And I believe in independence. I believe in you making enough money like there's a rapper right now, a couple rappers that tour and don't need Live Nation and don't need these puffy fuck you to make it companies. You see what I'm saying? Texas, prime fucking example. Texas, nigga. Slim Thug was a millionaire before he even moved, before he even did anything outside the state of Texas because of how big Texas is. And you can get booked in Dallas, Fort Worth, all these little towns. Like, you see what I'm saying? But that groundwork and to see you perform is what people need to see, Pierre. No bullshit, bro. Performing here is cool. But if you was to perform in another city and with the shit you got, bro, just like you said, I seen shout out to Donald Martin, shout out to Nate Russ. They both moved out of state and do shows in state. You know what I'm saying? So just like what you were saying, the people here locally don't support you while you here. But if you go out of town and start doing shows back at home, oh, now I see you now. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? But your talent belongs on the road. And invest in your like me and Aisha, bro. You get an LLC, any move you make. If I see you at karaoke, that's a tax write-off. I see you at Margarita Monday, that's a tax write-off. My whole comedy career, both of our comedy careers, we write that shit off. If I ain't got a show in Atlanta, but Aisha do, and I'm just driving, when I go half on the rental, when I go half on the Airbnb, all write-offs. All write-offs, but it's an investment in myself. So if it's her show, but she say, hey, my partner came down here with me, they gonna throw me on the show just because I came with her. So that's my exposure. Damn, Aisha, you bought a hitter with you. Damn, nice. Both of y'all.
And now when I go see my sister, they like, I remember you be with that one dude, don't you? I'm like, yeah. So they remember him. They can't call
Yeah,
him by name, but they like, I know you, and you be with that guy, and both of
yeah,
y'all funny, and they tripping because they like, oh, y'all travel together like Lunell and Red Grant and Cat Williams used to do. Yeah, that's
yeah,
how we've been rocking it. That's how our budget is. Like, hell, me taking a rental all by myself and an Airbnb all by myself, that's taking all the money I'm getting, for a show. But if we split the money, that's even better. But, that's definitely how we come up and all that good stuff. So I, I look forward to
yeah,
seeing you on BET and on YouTube and all of that stuff.
yeah,
It
yeah,
takes
yeah.
time.
Fuck yeah, Peter. It's a goddamn matter of time, bro. Matter of
Yeah.
time.
Right.
I
And
think
you
them
make
other
stuff for
states
the
with your type of
ladies.
music will appreciate it because in Indiana, because of the market, we're a jump on state. We're not a startup state. We jump on
Right.
bandwagon. And so, but your type of music resonates with southern places, with a Kentucky, with a Tennessee, with a Alabama. That's your style of singing. That's the style that they embrace where your money can come from. But they love to see you. They want to see you. They shit, nigga, they'll buy your shit up. Your shit'll be popping before you walk out the club. But if you hit a couple spots, you go down to Alabama for a week, and they got a spot on a Tuesday and a spot on a Thursday, and you go and do your shit, and I got USBs, $10. Ha 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 ha. Like
Yeah, that's
that's
better.
like
That's a lot better than t-shirts because now they remembering your
that's your
song.
lane, bro. But you got
Yeah,
that shit. You ain't got to go to these labels. These labels is played the fuck out, bro. These labels
and
is
they be
played out.
having a
The
lot
Midwest don't
of
appreciate
performers
your
owing
type of
them
music.
too and stuff like that too. They'll give them some
Hmm.
money up front and buy their masters, and then they getting all the real money, and then the artists ain't getting nothing. But what they got up front, that money long gone, and they owe them 3 more albums and shit like that. So yeah,
Right. I understand that totally. That's why I'm Mob Life Entertainment. That is my company. Me and
Yeah,
D
yeah.
Double. You know what I'm
and
saying?
don't you and your bro have a band together?
Right. And we are, I believe we're gonna be at OB's on the 12th and the 13th. And the band is
Okay.
called
Oh,
Gunshot.
If y'all need some background,
oh,
we
Yeah.
available on dates.
you need
The band
backup,
is
nigga.
called
Let me know.
Grandchild.
I
So
like that. I like that. That's what's happening. I'm glad to hear that.
Okay, you sneaky motherfucker. You ain't gonna say nothing. You sneaky.
Yeah, that's my
ah,
So wait. So
oh
you got a wait. So you got a Friday, Saturday there?
yeah, Friday, Saturday on the
you
12th
know
and the
we gonna
13th.
be in the building screaming real
What didn't
loud
we
and
just talk
come
about
out.
that? Didn't we just talk about that?
Yeah. So
You sneaky.
hopefully, you know what I'm saying, if they got the slot open, we're trying to get that slot where we can, move accordingly and stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we
Hey,
and shout out to Amber James.
the one group gave that up. So shit, you might as well.
Yeah,
Right.
Amber. I love Amber James. She has been in the grind as long as I have. If she can do something for you, if she can hook you up, she definitely will.
Shout
She's
out to the
not
battle.
stuck up. She's not nobody that's gonna be on the scene. She's not gonna pop up on your open mic. But if you inbox her and there's something that she can do to help you, she's definitely down to do that. So shout out to Amber James and shout out to all the local promoters in Indianapolis that are
Thanks.
booking they kinfolk. They people that live in the city where they do. They might not got a whole lot of money for you, but they're gonna give you something. So, like
Right.
Indianapolis, we have a great entertainment scene. It ain't
Thanks.
just comedy. Comedy is great, but there's a lot of people that are doing comedy and music shows. Like
Right.
Lachey, for instance. So, we'll definitely be there on the 10th. We definitely gonna be there at OB's. That's our spot anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all performing? Oh, I'm definitely gonna be there, nigga.
Yeah, so hang on because now that we're done with the interview, we get to talking about regular ass topics. We could take Hassan, hot body Hassan,
Hey,
off the
you
mute
gonna put up a flyer, Pierre, that you performing there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Please put up flyers in
I
that joint, bro.
ASAP so we can share that. And you can definitely, I'm gonna tell you, we have 80 reservations for the brunch at Illusions where you'll be singing. So all them
okay.
people, them are potential clients that can come to that other show. So, you know, That's why I put everybody, you know, that's on shows, and I'm trying to get to everyone, even the white comedians. Yeah, it's a black-owned venue, but it's white people that come because our shit is in Fountain Square. It been white
Right.
people pulled up and they like, we didn't even know this was there. And let me tell you, white people like to eat. And the food is slapping
Mm.
at the good spot. So if they ain't there for us, they definitely there for the food. So, you know, we're gonna get some white comedians over there, white performers. Um, so let's talk about what's been going on social media. My God. Um,
Let's go.
did
Let's
y'all
go.
did y'all see Charleston White had got in a fight at his comedy show and he hit somebody with a flower
A
pot
plant.
and a microphone?
Yeah.
Gave him a fucking old heave ho, huh, take that.
Hey, but the dude gave him one. The legs locked up. I saw it. Said,
I
"Bang!"
did see him
His
on the
leg
ground
locked up.
and he
That was a
popped up
knockout
like
punch.
everybody that get beat up. You didn't do nothing. Look at my face. There ain't no scratch on my face. You didn't do nothing. And I'm like, I did see that guy tackle you in the video, and you was on the ground and he was on top of you, but
And then he got hit. Then he got hit on the blind side where the fake eye is. I said, "Damn!" The nigga hit him in the fake eye part.
I like me some Charleston White, but he be there and then his eyes be in another studio on another interview
Mm. You know
that one
what? And
eye don't even be there with him. I'm like, well, so what interview is this eye on? Where is this eye going?
hey, you know who else had a bad wanderer? Bernie Mac.
Bernie
I was
Mac has
watching
some.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac had a he had a laser eye. That eye
I
went blue
think it
blue
was
blue.
both of them rolling around like a paradise, but you know,
Rest in peace to Bernie Mac. One of my favorite comedians, but
he
that
was
nigga
real
had a
funny.
wandering eye.
But
Shaq too. Shaq got a
I'm just
marble in
like,
it.
yeah, Shaq eye, his eye be
He
on
got a
another
marble in his head.
basketball
That motherfucker
game. Other than where, but I'm just like, imagine, like I've been on stage now. I have been on stage at karaoke, and somebody that was in the community decided to come and help me out with my song, and I had really invited them to help me with my song. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
did you say him? Did you say him?
I said if
No, she
somebody.
said somebody in the community.
No, no, no. But did you say him? I
No,
didn't
I didn't
invite
say
him.
him because it wasn't him. It was
Uh.
definitely a her. She might call herself. I don't know. I just say she was part of the community, and I was like, I don't really need no help singing this song. Now we had been
Oh.
singing poetry. All you gotta do is say yes. Maybe I would need some help on that. You know what I'm saying? But I was singing the whole, and I was like, I don't need your help. But I have never had nobody run up on stage and try to fight me. Like, how would y'all handle that if somebody came up here and wanted to give y'all the hands, the fisticuffs?
Man.
These hands don't discriminate.
They beat everybody.
Hey,
I can't imagine having my hands on another black person, but I've only been heckled one time the whole time I was doing comedy. And it was an older black man, and I said something like, you know, I beat up old people too. And he got quiet because I was like, you can keep talking if you want to, but I'll kick your old ass off of here. I'm trying to respect my elders, but I do fight senior citizens and shit. I try to get y'all passed first, but if you want to continue to heckle, I'm not even gonna tell you to be quiet. We just gonna bump in this motherfucker.
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever gotten heckled. Well, I got heckled by when I was in Vegas.
You
Shout
got
out to
heckled in
Pooh.
Indianapolis when you got on somebody about going up for their time.
Ah, I wouldn't even call that a heckle partner. That wasn't no competition.
I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
partner, come on, let's step outside for a minute."
Niggas. Goddamn niggas. Niggas and flies.
You know,
That's my
that's the
mother.
thing about what we do. You will have people that come and try you, blah blah blah. Um, okay, so we all know Cassie came out and got the bag from Diddy.
Mm.
You know, like I feel like he put her through a lot of stuff and all of that. But 10 years. 10 years is a lot of time to be going through some bullshit. So
Yep.
it's just like, okay, so you went through this shit for 10 years and you didn't go for a criminal case, you went for a civil case. So how much of that did you like condone? How much of that, how much of the bullshit was you really kind of with? Because like you can't
I,
come to me, Aisha the comedian, and be like, find some big black dick and fuck them in front of me and I'm gonna record it. First of all, I already know some big black dick that I can call. So you might not want to ask me because I know some niggas, first of all.
You stupid.
But second of all, like I'm not gonna be doing that for 10 years and then come back and complain. And so now, since Diddy has been aired out, listen, we've been hearing about Diddy years. Jaguar White has said it. People been saying stuff about Diddy. Y'all was sweeping up under the rug, whatever. It's not no big shocker. But we didn't really know about TD Jakes. Like, what the fuck is a power bottle?
Okay. You know, you asking or you know what that is?
I mean, I seen the TikTok video and I was kind of appalled as far as what the answer was. I felt like
Okay.
I was a power bottom. I felt like I had a fat ass and I was a power bottom, but maybe not.
Stupid. So I thought the
Maybe
power
not.
bottom
I
was
don't know.
somebody who likes to be on the top and the bottom.
I thought it was somebody that liked to be on the bottom all the time, and that's all they do is take it from the bottom.
Oh, okay. So I guess the power comes when he's rich. So he's a rich guy taking up the ass. Power bottom.
I mean, or do
I
you
don't
take it
know.
up
Might
the
have to
ass?
Google that one.
I googled it. The answer was a little confusing, but
Well, the answer was confusing. It was just a little gross for me for what I found out because they were talking about the man has a prostate, and if you rupture the prostate, it's like some cream or something that comes out. And so that's what that's what the video that I seen on
Uh,
TikTok. I was like, is
niggas, so
that
niggas be fucking for the ass cream.
the thing is, the prostate is supposed to be the male's G
G
spot,
spot. Yeah.
and they supposed to experience an orgasm.
your booty hole can come? Is that's what they were
You
saying?
know what I'm saying? It's like an intense orgasm. You know what I'm saying? It's very more intense than your regular ejaculation, I guess. But
Now I
that'll be
do
an
know.
experience that I'll never experience.
I
I
swear
do
to
know that
God,
I seen videos of TD Jakes with Diddy at parties that Diddy had, and I felt like that didn't line up. But I was like, well, maybe he's fundraising
he's raising some fun.
Well,
All right.
with his booty. I don't know. Like I
I
was like,
just, with TD Jakes, I just hope he don't experience the fall like Eddie Long did.
Oh, gotta take yourself
So,
out.
and then like when they come out with this stuff, they start pulling out all these videos. And he had some saucy ass videos where he was dancing around, and I was
Why he was
like, my
I
thing
said, why
is
his
like,
arms
damn.
doing that?
Okay, so if
He
you
was
was
real
in the
saucy.
70s and the 80s, you couldn't really come out with your shit. Now, ain't nobody like really caring. Like Dwight Howard came on out, he was forced out, but
Yeah.
they had a deposition and he had to tell the truth. And I forget what was the big old tranny's name that had came over
Oh
there.
no, I forgot, but it was a trendy name you don't want walking into a room. I'll tell you that shit.
A big old white
This
man.
nigga, this nigga pull some balls out of his thong. That oh hell
A lot
no.
of these people are so talented, like nobody cares. And then what was the one dude, the one that does all the Tyler Perry videos, the guy that came out and he was like, I've been harassed by
Oh,
somebody
Christian
that's
Keys.
Christian Keys. Okay, so he said a billionaire, and they were looking, and they're like, so it's like three black billionaires. It was Jay-Z, it was Tyler Perry, and it was another guy, and he was into tech. I forget what his name was. He would give money to finance like black entertainers or whatever, but he was
Uh-huh.
really like into tech. I forget what his name was. So there were three. And I'm like, okay, so you come on there and you say it ain't Tyler Perry, but all you've done is Tyler Perry movies. You can't come out and be like, somebody fondled me that's in the business that I'm in, and you in this business, and that's the only person you do shit with. Oh, it ain't him. Well, who the fuck
Who the
is
fuck
it?
is it? Right.
You need to
How
clear
do you?
hey.
I don't care how much money you got. You ain't about to pull my hetero card
Yeah.
for real.
So you wouldn't do it for 5 million. They like, I just need you to come and sing, put it in my face. You remember me and my friends one time?
No, nope. You're not about to compromise my integrity.
Ooh.
But see, this is the problem with the industry. And this is really like one of the things I would really like to change as far as being in the entertainment business. Now you look at certain people that are in those type of situations that are speaking out. Like Jaguar Wright is
I
probably
thought she was
almost
crazy
50.
myself. She
If she's
been saying
50,
all of this.
but I've been watching Jaguar Wright shit since the pandemic. All right. And she's been in the industry since she was 14 years old, bro. This lady is like 50. So imagine the shit she's been around, she's been subject to, right? And one thing that this business does is the reason why the artists don't make any money is because they prey on your neediness.
Your
Which is
anxiousness.
which is why I talk about independence when it comes to your music, when you can call your own shots, because you ain't got to give up no butt. You see what I'm saying? But she's been at these parties where these guys and these women have been drugged. You know what I'm saying? Where these rich people who have influence can say, if you don't do this, I'm going to ruin your life. You're never going to work in this business again, and that's all you've ever done. We're adults, right? We're adults. We've got regular jobs, so it's nothing for us to go make regular money. But for these people who come from poor meanings or bullshit meanings, right? So you look at it. You look at Mariah Carey. You ever heard the story of Mariah Carey?
Yeah.
Where she had
She
to
got
fuck
with
Tommy
Tommy
Mottola.
Mottola.
Like she had to suck Tommy Mottola's I think what Jaguar Wright said, she had to suck Tommy Mottola's dick to her nose started bleeding or some shit like that. She had to do all kind of grotesque shit to get her music out. But she was poor. Her mother was an opera singer. You know what I'm saying? Her mother was in the business. So her mother like damn near sold Mariah Carey off in the business. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how this shit goes, bro. Cassie was
But
poor. She had to do a lot of
my thing is, we all poor,
facts,
right? And this is something that we love, right? And I do a lot of shows pro bono because I love it.
right?
You know what I'm saying? I'm a maintenance man by profession. There's
So you
no way
don't
you're
know
gonna
who the
stop me
man
from
gonna
eating.
be in there.
But again, you're speaking from the place of an adult. Cassie was a teenager when she got with Diddy, and you
Right.
once again, these guys are drugging people. They're
Just
drugging
like
people.
just like the band, you know, when they had to go and get their cheesecake. Fuck that. I'm not about to walk. I don't give a fuck how much money you got, because if I'm hungry enough, I'll take your shit. You got to understand. That's why they don't fuck with 50.
Yeah, facts.
Because
Facts.
there are people out there that's just like you.
Yeah,
and you bleed just like I bleed.
That's a fact.
And I put it like this. After high school, I went to go visit my Uncle Sam. You know what I'm saying? My Uncle Sam taught me some hell of a fucking tricks. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not for $1 when I already know how to be poor.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
You maintain your dignity when you don't get it like that. So if you ever do get it, it was gotten the right way, and nobody can take it from you.
But you hear how these people, a lot of these people who are coming out speaking, are talking about how these people like look at everybody that's connected to this whole situation who have got years in the shit, who have either died or gotten sick, close to death. You see what I'm saying? Only 2 women got out of this whole situation that didn't die or some other shit was J-Lo and Cassie.
Yeah.
The two things that they got in common is that they both fuck with niggas, but when the same nigga got in some shit or some shit happened, they both ran to white men.
Ooh.
Not only did they run to white men, they had kids by white men. which means you cannot kill this bitch now. You can't come do shit to this bitch now. Because now these white men that they ran to got connections. This nigga ain't gonna come kill this white man's wife. And she got, hell no, nigga, she's safe. It's baseball, nigga, it's safe. Kim Porter didn't have that to run to, killed. Rest in peace. You see what I'm saying? So certain people got poisoned. Jamie Foxx, you telling me all that shit happened to you, nigga? You ain't gonna come and speak out on the shit?
He don't want to
They
get
got
poisoned again.
because he
don't
done
know.
did some things.
Facts.
All them guys done did some things for a
They
buck.
did some shit. You absolutely right. And they all got blood on their hands. They all got blood on their hands, and that's the only reason why you can sustain in this business for as long as you have. You know, because you've had to do shit. I wonder who in the business has not had to do shit. Has
And it
Denzel
was
not had to
Mark
do shit?
Curry. Mark Curry, he came forward and he said when they went to parties, it was 2 bottles of Moet. It was the regular bottles, and then it was the bottles that they said don't touch because they had something in them and they was for the girls. You know, so I guess it's poverty. You know, if you have that talent and you came from poverty, your parents is willing to do anything for you to get the buck. Because just, you know, it was like the same with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was accused of pedophilia for so many years, but people was steadily going and dropping their kids off over there.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with
The
R. Kelly. Like, I'm not
The
taking
love of money.
his daughter to do no type of recording with R. Kelly. At first, nobody knew, but if shit, after I'm gonna say 95 and on up, if you heard R. Kelly name, you know he finally with bitches. So if you drop your daughter off over there, what are you looking for?
But you know what? The truth is, the music business been telling on itself forever.
Yeah.
Everybody from High Five. Remember, I was only 16. She was 25.
Yeah.
You know,
If
Rick
you listen to
James.
some of these lyrics, you be like, ooh.
Right. They telling on themselves. You know what I'm
BBD,
saying?
BBD. Hi,
Right.
I like to do the wild thing. Actually took
She's an
place.
adolescent.
How you living? Adolescent, fine. She replied, yeah, come on, man. Same. They was all talking about it back in the day. In the music, they was in the songs, they was singing that shit.
But I feel like if you waited 10, 15 years to come out and say anything,
You might as well take it to your grave.
reached out to the police, you complicit in the shit. Like, you did it for the money. So if you did it for the money and you didn't get the results that you were thinking that you were going to get, it's not fair for you to come back down, put a motherfucker on blast, and then Cassie done came and got 30 million. And so here you got Young Miami. You're just going to get outfits and shit. And he gave this bitch 30 million. And
But I think she get like 200,000. She get like 200,000 a month or something. She getting paid.
Young Miami.
Young Miami.
But she done slid away from that nigga though, hasn't she? I don't
I
never
would
see
say
her with
she
that
would
nigga like
have
that.
to because that 200,000 a month probably is no longer there. It's 18 companies that have pulled away from Diddy. He might not have the money to give that no more. And why am I doing the slow grind? Do you know how many 200,000s it takes to get to 30 million?
But she
You took
young
and your
Miami.
career is over. Your career is over. Like the City Girl shit wasn't popping. You wasn't rapping like that in the first place. Your career was because of the people that you knew. So now you're not getting that money. She got that money, and Diddy done took his career down along with yours.
But see, she had a career before Diddy.
But it
Cassie's
wasn't
career
shit.
came up
It wasn't
because of
not what it was now.
No. But she had a name. She had a name before Diddy. The City Girls, that little song they had, is what got
But they
her
was kids too.
right. But then,
Right.
but I mean, they were grown. They had kids. But she was dating different celebrities, and then she wound up dating Diddy. So that's how she stayed relevant. But the Diddy shit, the freaky shit, I think she might be on. You see what I'm saying? Her and the way that her and JT was talking in songs. Oh, she She done sucked some dick and got spit in the face and different shit like that. You can
And
tell.
Yeah, they were part of the lifestyle.
They part of the lifestyle. So the shit he was talking about, the Diddy was on, she was with it. The shit he was on with Cassie, you had to drug this bitch and beat on her, and and when Gene did,
But I
like,
think
I seen
moving
her.
on, there's not going to be no moving on because of what came out about him. So now, instead of going to get another rap boyfriend that got a bag, it ain't too many niggas that got a bag like Diddy got.
Mm-hmm.
There's men that got a bag, but not no Diddy bag. And so, with all the stuff that came out that you did, they looking at you like you ran through. You probably been taking BBC. You probably been taking Big Black Clock like Cassie was. Who want to throw a hot dog down the hallway and you ran through? And
she's
then
hollow.
She was doing her Kegels.
Yeah, she's hollow.
You
She was doing her Kegels.
It's like even Cassie got to stay with Alex Fine, that white man.
Mm-hmm.
You know when? So not only did he have you finding the biggest dicks that you could find, now you done had 2 kids. You know that pussy is stretched out. That means that white man is throwing a hot dog down the hallway and it ain't touching nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, like that money that you get, you need to hold on to it because now that they done came out, there's nothing they can do. Now, Tasha K is getting sued again.
Damn,
for what?
This time by Kevin Hart. So Kevin Hart had an assistant, and the assistant knew a lot of shit, but she was on an NDA. Well, the NDA ran out in October. She was getting $30,000 a year for 3 years plus health insurance, but those payments stopped in October. Soon as those payments stopped, she ran to Tasha K, and he trying to sue Tasha K. I'm like, and I mean, it's not really no shit that he need to be coming out suing for because it's like basically you was fucking around on your wife. All these motherfuckers with money is fucking around on their wife. Why would you?
Yeah. Even broke niggas is fucking around on their wife. So what's the deal?
It ain't enough dick out here. It ain't enough dick.
And these women is fucking around on their husbands.
Dick should be on the stock market.
I seen
dick
today
is like a gold bar.
Somebody put up a post and they were like, marriage is a thing of the past. For every woman, for every 20 women, there is one free, eligible black man. That means not married, not in a relationship, not in jail. For every 20 women. And they was basically saying, find happiness within yourself because the odds of you getting married is very much against you and you can hang that shit up. What y'all think about that?
I mean, well, if the statistics is like that, I think the men are out here, the men can call they shot. And
I think I got the 1 in 20 coochie that'll get a husband out. Me personally, I'm not worried about nobody else, but I'm like me, I might find me another husband, but
by the time you make it to our age, it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't, because we done did it already. So why do it again?
They're gonna have to be a certain, but if you got that 20, if it's a 1 in 20 situation.
Ooh, that's what they said. That ain't in jail. That ain't gay. That ain't in a relationship.
And in the Bible,
it's 1 for every 20 black women.
In the Bible, it says it's 7 women for every 1 man.
Right.
In the Bible.
And that was a long time ago.
That was before mass incarceration.
Bruh. And gay.
So for me, I feel like it's always a man getting divorced. It's always a man getting paroled. It's always a man coming from out of town. Bitches act like it's a shortage of men, but it really ain't. It really ain't. It's men that become available all the time, or you might have to take them from a motherfucker, you might have to free him from an unhappy relationship and let him know you might need to come over here, but it's some available black men.
Hey, but it is a shortage because you got to look at it. Most of the niggas that's locked up, a lot of them locked up for murder. And who did they murder? Another nigga. So,
right.
Whoops.
And then I watched the videos about the men that's in prison and what goes on in there. They like, I watched one video and they said for every white man, it's a white woman that's looking to come out. They was basically like, as I was a white man, he went to jail, he's dying to be a white woman. Like they would come out, and a lot of men are like the Booty Bandit, he's married. He's made all these videos about how he was raping people when he went to jail as a teenager. The first time he had some sex, he said it was with a man. He got locked up when he was between 14 and 17, something like that. The Booty Bandit, the dude that they made the Boondocks video about,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is married to a woman right